you run a daycare for people age regressing?
Mm-hmm. Age regression helps me take back the childhood I didn't have. It is a coping mechanism due to trauma during the developmental years of childhood. There are entire companies, like self-made companies, made to making like adult-sized pacifiers. They make adult-sized onesies almost. There are some people that take it that far as to eat baby food.
Do you think there's like IRL options, like for therapy or something you can maybe partake in that would help better?
Something I will say, there is a difference between age regression and age play. Something to be very, very careful of. Do you know what age play is and do you support it? And if the answer is yes, I know what it is and yes, I support it, you are not allowed in our daycare. I was like 3.
Oh boy.
It was disgusting. It was absolutely disgusting. DDLG means daddy dom little girl.
Oh, I'm not trying to sound weird or anything. I just find this all very fascinating. And so I remember you said you were 21, regressed to like what was it, 2 or 3 or 6 or 7?
COVID.
Yep.
What was your purpose of age regressing?
So for me, I had a really, really bad childhood. I had like a narcissistic, abusive father and a really, really self-centered mother. And a lot of bad stuff happened during my childhood that made it to where I didn't have a really good childhood. And for me, age regression helps me take back the childhood that I didn't get.
Excuse me.
What's that?
I went to go draw in the Decker area, and there's a naughty word.
Oh, is there?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
let me get rid of that
naughty
for you.
word too. It's really scary.
This ain't real.
All right, so any questions you have, I am willing to answer. I do not mind educating people. It is one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah, so you said, what was your purpose of age regressing?
So for me, it's to kind of help me take back the childhood that I didn't really have. I had to grow up really quickly and take care of my little sisters and kind of adult before my time, which is really sad, but age regression helps me take back the childhood I didn't have. I use it to cope with stress, and I use it to kind of de-escalate my emotions. If I'm having like very big feelings, very big like emotions, a lot of trauma during one day, it can help me calm down. The way that age regression kind of really works is a coping mechanism due to trauma during the developmental years of childhood, and or can be used and recommended as a coping mechanism from your therapist or something that you can just find online as a coping mechanism. It doesn't have to be recommended by a therapist. It can be something that you find on your own.
Age regression is recommended by therapists?
Yeah, it totally can be.
Was it recommended to you?
Nope, I found it by myself when I was a teenager. I just kind of, I had unlimited access to the internet, so that's kind of how I found it.
So, is it like specifically age regression like it helps being in VR too?
It can be. Age regression can be is mostly an IRL thing actually. So a lot of people like to buy child-esque things. Like there are entire companies, like self-made companies, made to making like adult-sized pacifiers that are like made to fit your mouth and not mess up your teeth.
Do you have
for
one?
the people who I used to. I don't anymore, simply because they got messed up. And as well as I just kind of outgrew those kinds of things. I stick to things like ADHD, like jewelry, like you know those like those ADHD jewelry that they make that's like made out of like rubber that you can chew on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I stick to things like that because they're a little more safe for your teeth and they're more discreet to take out into public.
Have you had to wear a pacifier in public?
I never did, because that's more something I age regress more so secretively. The only time I really do it publicly is in VR because this is pixels.
And it's more normalized
It's
here.
easier to hide. Yeah, it's more normalized here, and it's easier to hide kind of who I am because you can't see my face. You can see what I appear to you as. and you can see my username, you can see what my avatar is, but you can't see my face. You don't know my name. You don't know what my room looks like. You don't know what I'm wearing. Um,
So if like you want to give the if you want to portray yourself being a kid, it's easier.
right, like I can make myself smaller, but and it's easier to do that here. Ways that people do that in adulthood is like buying oversized clothes. They make another thing that they make in the age regression community is they make adult-sized onesies almost. It seems almost cringe, but it helps the community itself feel like themselves. Um, excuse me. I ate dinner just earlier. Um, there is a
Did you have
big
baby food?
difference as well. No.
Oh, okay, so that doesn't correlate to the age regression.
So there is a difference between living as a child and age regression. So in age regression, you are still aware, like that you can still be aware that you're an adult. So there are some people that take it that far as to eat baby food and to do things like that. Some people get bottles. I prefer to just get like a legitimate water bottle, you know, the ones with the flip up lids.
Yeah, like the squeezy Gatorade.
Yeah, things like that. Things that can be more child-esque, but are made for big people.
Have you like drank formula out of a baby bottle?
No, so it's not like that. Those are for more the people who live their lives as children, like that dude on My Strange Addiction. I live my life as a baby. Um,
But for you, you
we're
and other people, it's kind of more of just like a little coping mechanism you can just go into to do it.
Yeah, the majority don't live their life like that. There are people who do that and take it to that extreme, but the majority don't.
And you said you're 21,
There's
right?
also, mm-hmm,
Okay. How old are you right now?
21.
Oh, okay. When do you when do you
So
change forms?
it can be voluntarily or involuntarily. So sometimes I can be like, I have had too much stress today and I just want to age regress, so I'm gonna go little and I'll do something like grab my favorite stuffed animal and put my favorite cartoon on. Or it can be involuntary. For example, my dad used to throw things a lot. So let's say someone is yelling and they throw something, and I'm experiencing a PTSD flashback, which I experienced. And in that PTSD flashback, I am seeing myself like how I saw myself as a child. I will put my knees up to my chest and I will hug myself and rock back and forth and see myself as a kid again because I'm experiencing a flashback to where I am a kid.
Are you still I don't, this may not be any of my business. Are you still in that household where it's toxic for you?
No, so my father has made extreme uh like progress to change himself and become a better person. My mother not so much. But that's beside the point. I'm no longer in that household. I am now married and live in an apartment. My husband works for the military and has gotten deployed and is all that other stuff. So I don't live in that area anymore where I have to experience it as frequently, but there are still things that trigger me into that involuntary moment.
Is your
And
is your husband aware of you age regressing?
he is aware. He doesn't partake in things like called caregiving, which is basically where a person will take care of an age regressor as if they were their caregiver. He doesn't partake in the caregiving aspect because he genuinely just doesn't know what to do and doesn't know how to take care of me like that. But I have a friend who does, um, which he is perfectly okay with. He has given his okay.
It's a dude?
No, it's a person who's non-binary.
Okay. But
Um,
like when they take care of you, you mean like are they taking care of you in VRChat or is it like an IRL friend?
it's they're over the phone.
Oh, okay. And they just like read you Dr. Seuss or something?
They can read stories. They talk to me. They kind of walk me through things. Because whenever you're in an age regressed mindset, depending on what age you are, sometimes it can be a little harder to do things. So like whenever you think like a kid, and the way that it works is your brain physically regresses back to that of a child. So you're not cognitive enough to understand things sometimes.
You don't think that's like unhealthy to a point?
It can be if you do it. So I think anything in excess is unhealthy. If you're doing it occasionally and it's only when you need it, then it's okay. But if you're doing it all the time, multiple times a week, every day, for hours at a time, then I think it's unhealthy and you need to find new coping mechanisms and you need to find something else to help yourself heal. Because then at that point, you're using it as a crutch and you're not using it as a coping mechanism anymore. You're using it as something to hide yourself from the world and not using it as something to heal.
You don't think like that's kind of age regressing anyway, kind of disassociating yourself from the world? Like, I feel like, do you think there's like IRL options, like for therapy or something you can maybe partake in that would help better?
Absolutely. I think that with any coping mechanism, there are things that you can obviously do to help yourself better. When it comes to coping mechanisms, those are obviously always meant to be temporary. They are never ever meant to be something that you are meant to use all the time, 24/7, to be your sole thing meant to heal yourself. You are always meant to be taking steps forward to try and heal yourself when it comes to your trauma. If you are using your coping mechanisms and only your coping mechanisms to try and heal yourself, then you are never going to fix yourself, because then you are not taking steps forward and you are not putting forth the proper amount of effort. And I think you are always meant to be putting forth the effort and trying to heal yourself and trying to take steps forward to try and do things and putting forth as your 100% to try and fix yourself. You always need to be putting forth effort.
So are you like,
to try.
is your goal with age regressing to stop age regressing? Like, is that your goal, like to do it enough where it's like you feel comfortable enough to stop?
where you don't need it anymore? Absolutely.
And when do you think that'll be?
I have no clue. I don't age regress as much as I used to when I was a kid. I used to do it all the time when I was a kid. Most of the time now, I'd say I do it maybe once, maybe twice a month. And it's very, very rare that even happens. Most of the time, I'm just in here modding the instances and helping other people. And
yeah, that's all. So you so when you don't do it, you run a daycare for people age regressing. How does that help them?
Pardon?
I was saying, like, how has that helped them, or how does it help them?
How does it help them? Like, how does having this space help them?
Yeah.
It gives them an area to where they can freely express themselves without judgment.
So is this like just for age regressing, or does actual kids come in here too?
So there are kids that come in here sometimes because age regression isn't meant to have an age limit. Age regression can be, so you can be 40 and age regressed back to the age 16. You can be 13 and age regress to the age 3. Like, age regression just means a regress of the mind. So it really depends on where you're at on the scale. Something I will say, there is a difference between age regression and age play. Something to be very, very careful of in that kind of sense.
Age play. Oh, yeah, you're about to explain it.
Yeah, so age play is a part of the BDSM community that we don't touch.
So there's like no
play,
NSFW involving in your daycare.
There is no. So age regression is meant to be completely safe for work. Age play is where a person, so two people, so there's a quote-unquote caregiver and a quote-unquote little, and the little will age regress and or pretend to be small, and then there will be an adult and they will have intercourse. And that is borderline pedophilia, and we do not allow that. That is not allowed here, and we don't mess with that. It is also known as Daddy Dom Little Girl or CGLRE, and we don't mess with that.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking, because I feel like the daycares on VRChat get such a bad name because of that. Because people, like, it's just weird, like, seeing a 40-year-old or something, like, take care of kids, actual kids, and I guess that age play is why. I didn't know there was a difference between age play and age regression. I thought it was the same thing.
No, it is completely different. And so I own my own daycare. It's still up and running. I'm trying to get some staff members. One of the questions that we ask during our, I guess, kind of like interview when you come in is, do you know what age play is and do you support it? And if the answer is yes, I know what it is, and yes, I support it, you are not allowed in our daycare.
I was good. So like it's never happened with you and your husband. Like you've never age played.
No, I have never age played. So when I first started age regression, I didn't know what age play was. I was age regressed one time, and I had a boyfriend, and he was like, "Let's do things," and I was very confused, and I was like, "Okay, I guess," because I didn't know what that was. Because I was so when you're age regressed, like I said, you think like a child, so you can still get trapped into doing things because you're thinking like a child, right?
You can still
I
get
had a
groomed and
boyfriend.
manipulated.
Right, exactly. So it was very scary for me. And when I figured out later on down the line, very, very later on down the line, that's what's happened after I had broken up with him, it was very traumatizing for me. Um, it something
How
that
old
I
was
warn
he?
people about. We were both, I believe we were both like 16.
And what was he getting you to age play to? Like age
He
regress
was
down
just,
to?
I was like 3.
Oh boy.
It was disgusting. It was absolutely disgusting.
Whoa. Yeah, that's a bad
Because when
ex-boyfriend.
because when you first join the age regression community, not everybody will warn you about age players, so they don't tell you, hey, don't do that.
Yeah, I didn't really know there was a
I
difference,
make
but that
sure,
makes a lot of sense.
and if people come into our instance, we ask them, do you know what age regression is? And if they say no, we'll be like, well, age regression is this, this, and this. It is not age play, CGLR, or DDLG. It is not these things.
DDLG.
If
What
you
is that?
see these things, DDLG means daddy dom little girl.
Oh,
It is pretty much the same thing.
okay. Yeah, that's. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah. See. So. What made you like wanna run the daycare?
Just to help people, honestly. I'm a person who loves helping people. I wanted to be a special needs teacher. I wanted to be a daycare teacher, like in real life. I wanted to be, you know, I just wanted to help people. I wanted to be a therapist. I almost was a therapist before I had this whole catastrophe that made me have to drop out of school, like unbeknownst to me, not my fault. Um, my school did a bunch of like messed up stuff behind the scenes that forced me to drop out of high school, messing up my education, making it to where I don't have my high school diploma. And
Oh, you didn't get your high school diploma.
mm-mm,
So are
I
you?
wish I could.
So you just when your husband's deployed, you just have to stay at the house.
I stay at the house. I do still do things. I do take care of my animals. I try to clean when I can. I do still try to be a good, house spouse.
Okay. What animals do y'all got?
A cat and a dog.
Okay, y'all have kids?
No,
No, not anytime soon.
not yet. Not yet. Not until after I'm 25.
All right, why 25? You think that's when you'll stop age regressing?
Well, that because I don't want to influence that on my kids, but as well as the fact of just that's the age that I've said ever since I was a kid.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. What do you? How long are you usually in the daycare here?
I'd say it varies. It really depends on when the owner closes.
Oh, you're not the owner. You're just a staff member.
I'm just a staff member.
Oh, okay, what's your shifts usually look like?
It depends. I can technically leave whenever I want to.
How long have you been in here today?
We just opened up, so I'd say maybe as just about as long as you've been in here.
Okay, what about say yesterday? How long were you in here?
I don't think we opened yesterday. But I'd say it may be an hour, 2 hours.
Okay, so you're not like chilling in here all day.
Yeah, no, it's not an all day thing. I personally don't stay all day. They can stay open as long as they want to, but I have other stuff that I like to do with my day.
Like stuff IRL or more stuff in VRChat?
A little bit of both. I talk with my family. I live with my brother, my sister-in-law, my niece, and I have a roommate, and I like to conversate with my family. I have to do my chores with my animals.
Oh,
I have other friends that I want to talk to.
you and your husband live with your family?
Hmm.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
I wouldn't be
Okay.
able to live by myself personally.
Do you get paid for your shifts in here or anything? Any form like that?
We just do it for fun. We do it to create a safe space. We do it to to create a good environment and to make sure everybody has fun. There are some places I'm sure that pay their staff, but
Yeah, I mean, you're running a legitimate daycare here. You know, this can be a very serious form of therapy. You know, you could start monetizing this place.
we could, but we do it to help people, so we wouldn't want to, make any money off anybody for it since we're doing it solely to help people.
Yeah, we seen what happened in the Lorax when they sold out, ruined the forest. Don't want that happening here.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, you can go back to work. I was just very curious about all this. You know, I'm pretty sure people come in here and try
Yeah,
to
I hope
figure
I
all
answered
that.
your
So
questions as best I could.
yeah, do y'all usually have people coming here and trying to just troll y'all?
Absolutely, all the time.
Oh shit. Well, yeah, I'd love to just go talk to some age regressors, see what their story is. I guess if you don't think they mind telling it.
Yeah, as long as, if they're not comfortable, you just leave them alone. But
Yeah,
other
100%.
than that, yeah, well, have a good day.
All right, yeah, you too, brother. What? I mean, like, it's like you can't make fun of that though, bro. Like, you can't make fun of that, dude. Like, I mean, it's actually a form of therapy for these people, or her specifically. It don't seem like the chronically online type, like, but like, shit, dude, that's crazy, bro. I just couldn't imagine trying to be a 2-year-old, bro. I feel like that might be a little too far, dude, because she's trying to get back her childhood. Like, I don't even know what the happened when I was 2 years old. Like, why am I trying to get something back? I don't even remember. Should I tell her that? Like, hey, just a warning. I don't remember what happened when I was 3, so that's probably an age you don't need to regress to. Just saying. I was reading and writing it too. No, the you were not.